in the world for the first time.
So far the results are undeniable. Peace has returned to the neighborhoods. But what about those who were wrongfully imprisoned? Is it true justice or way to control chaos? Are we seeing a lasting solution or just a temporary fix? For now, the answer remains unclear and the world continues to watch. Thank you for watching.
About it looked like a great group of people. The individuals have had some big performances on roles that they've been playing as well. Like I've liked the idea of the team. I've liked the ideas that they've brought as a team as well. Like some of their big picture game plan stuff has been great. It's just that they're still 3-3, by the way, which is a lot better than some of the other teams that we're talking
recoverable.
about.
Yeah,
it is still recoverable for stage 2.
I will say this as well. I know a big factor of this might also come down to the fact, from what I can piece together, they were using Deadlock on 3 maps, right? So they had a plan going into the sky changes of how they were going to approach it, and then they tried it in an official 1-1 map. It bombed. It didn't get them the win that they thought in terms of the Deadlock, and then they switched everything up and they were kind of playing catch up. So maybe the coach is taking the slack for that one, and like people internally are kind of pointing fingers for that. That's like the only thing I can kind of piece together, really, because they definitely had a approach of having a Deadlock on 3 maps, and we only saw it once, and I think it lost them.
The crazy thing is as well, it looked kind of sick in my opinion. The stuff that they were doing with the Deadlock, they just weren't able to get it across the line. But like in the opening, I think it was the game against Na'Vi that I remember watching the Deadlock come out, because they were playing it on Bind, I think it was. Yeah, and they had some
like the Gravnet nades and the Gravnet reclears, and
they had some really cool ideas.
Block off like B when they're like hard anchoring.
They were playing it on Lotus too.
Hard anchoring on the
they had some
Gravnet
sick
nade
ideas.
Combo,
But it looked like at the beginning of the season they were having a bit of a choking problem as well. Like they couldn't get their players online, which I think is to be expected for a team like this too. So again, I like the ideas. I don't think that there were things that were too bad with that, but if they want to go in a different direction, that's fine. It's still a team I think to be keeping an eye on next stage.
Yeah, I just hope that, I mean, just looking at the theory about that, the meta and the agent shifting and stuff like that, I hope that that's not a sign that the players will be able to riot against, coaching staff over and over and over, because then they're never going to get a cohesive unit together, which scares me. Because to me, this team should have been like a Carmine Core, like a Heretics. I thought Salah, based on what I knew from him before, was going to be a coach on that caliber, putting together a young team. And unfortunately, I think last year was a wash, like just completely like unfortunate for them. But I thought they would be able to bounce back. And I think that you guys said they're fine. So
it's a stacked roster. Like it's kind of a similar position to the person that replaces Marv, if that's true. Like it's a win-win. You're 3-3, getting changed in. I don't think that people are expecting you to really get to champs, and if you can get to champs, then you're a god coach. So I feel like whoever takes this spot is sitting in a pretty good spot. You got a sick roster. You're 3-3. You're still in a really good spot. You're kind of drawing with everyone in your group. You're actually so fine. And then you just got it all to win. So
yeah, I mean that group is everybody is 3-3, right? It's like a 6-way tie.
It's wild. Yeah, it's wild how it turned out.
Insane. So definitely plenty of opportunity for them in the future. I do want to move on to some of the other teams here. Actually, similar teams. Carmine Core, in my respect, similar in the amount of talent that they put together. And Na'Vi missed out on Shanghai in the playoffs. Na'Vi very early. Carmine Core got the first seed, so they had the opportunity to play 2 matches. And we have time to talk about these matches, because I think for me, Carmine Core especially was a very big disappointment, because I wanted just to see this team improve and improve and improve. And Na'Vi is a team that I think everybody was super hype on after their split performance, just thinking that they might be at the top of the top again.
Yeah, just like to say, Na'Vi fucking robbed of a place at Shanghai. Fucking robbed. 4-1 team, the better record than everybody else that made it in there, apart from Foot. plays against Heretics in the first round, a team that have been, you know, a bit more up and down throughout the regular stage, but partly because they've been having those like internal swaps and those kind of things, and Minibu's been studying and stuff. But when Heretics actually turn up, Heretics and Na'Vi were a freaking lock for top 3, and they were on the same bloody side of the bracket in a single elimination portion. Like, at least we didn't. It felt annoying when in Americas we had 100 Thieves and Loud, and both were making late resurgences, and it was like, damn, it sucks that they're meeting in the single elimination portion. And maybe Loud would not be incentivized to make such large moves if that hadn't been the case either. But this is the real robbery. This is the robbery right here. Is Na'Vi. Is me going through the top 15 players for Shanghai and being like, nah, I can't put any of the Na'Vi players in there, actually.
Or is it just really late karma? Because last year, they got bailed out heavy by Fnatic. Tokyo and Champs. Tokyo and Champs.
But that, Sliggy, was karma for them missing out on fucking Reykjavik or whatever it was when they won in EMEA! They won in EMEA with subs as well. They won. Angel playing Jet, they won, and they couldn't go to the event.
So good karma's coming, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so next year's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, the good karma's coming, boys. Just hold on, please. Just hold on.
This format is especially the playoffs format. I actually love the split 1, split 2, all that sort of stuff, but the playoffs format is garbage when it comes to this. And we have situations in every single region, right? Pacific had Talon, who was showing promise, get screwed out of a single elimination round. I mean, every team that gets knocked out of this, it's tragic.
What makes no sense is you're playing like. There's only 5 games. It's not a large sample size. So you should increase the size of the teams that make it to playoffs so that you only eliminate the very outlier teams. You could just put 8 through. 8's a nice number. It's cute. It's a power of 2. It's easy. No, we'll use 6. The same as stage 2, despite having twice the data the second time. Whatever. Miss me with the format discussions. I'll just eat my box.
Sorry to do what?